Okay, drafting time. Let's see. An interesting pack here. Is Athreos worth something? I wonder. Yeah, so he's worth a couple of tickets. Let's see if I actually grab. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna grab him just because he's worth like 4 to 5 tickets, which kind of, if you're worth a pack, I tend to go for you. But the gods, I don't just slam. I think Kronos I would slam. The thing is, I'm actually probably gonna get one of the cards back in the color. Coinsmith will probably table, Fusion, Hoplite, Swiftclaw, High Priest, something along those lines. So I'm actually pretty okay grabbing it and trying to go into those colors. Let's see. Here we definitely have something on those colors. Squelching Leeches I like a bit, but it's a little bit early to grab it. I don't think I like the Iconoclast, though. It's certainly fine. I think I like the Farika's Chosen a little bit better. Looking to see one of these guys table. Leeches I would love to see table. Magma Spray is quite good as well, of course, in red. Flurry of Horns, good in red. There's like the best cards there. Serviceable 2-drop in green, but definitely not powerful enough. But Farika's Chosen is quite a premier common. And Leeches does go great with Athreos. I want to be there. And since I'm kind of hedging towards like committing these colors right now, I don't want to overcommit, but since I kind of am, maybe it is right to take the Leeches. Kind of like solidify myself into a major black deck. Yeah, look, I think I'm taking that risk, but I'm cool with that. We do get a Farika's Chosen follow-up, which I'm going to slam over another white card. Here's kind of the same common run, it looks like. No, it's actually exactly the same, except for this font is here. I wonder... There's no way someone took a font than the last pack. But look, it has a Flurry, another Magma Spray. Kind of like another Signal. But we're going to stay on the black plan. Hope to go black-white, but you never know. We'll see. Ooh, I like this Petrifier quite a bit. Best card in the pack, I would say. Pin of Earth, Fairies Band, Thunderhooves, just fine. Font, pretty fun to do as well. Tormented Thoughts, or horrible. Aspect of Gorgon, not grand. Though I guess trying to get more bestow is cool. But no, the Petrifier is awesome. So solidly black, hoping to be black-white, but not necessarily forcing that. With 2 Magma Sprays passed to me, red seems to be open from the right, but that also means I've probably put someone to my left into red, which is kind of the one side you really want red to be open on, is the Born of the Gods side. So I'm not really excited to jump into red, even if the Minotaur deck starts happening. But I'll consider it. Okay, Underworld Coinsmith, very strong. And yeah, we're definitely taking it. I mean, it's exactly what I want if I'm going to be doing this Athreos thing, which is the game plan. It's great for our, what's it called? Devotion cost. Blade Tusk Boar is definitely the best red card here, but Underworld Coinsmith is also very strong. We might even get that first one at table, and we'll be pretty solid in it. Silas Brawler is cool, but if I'm taking a white card, of course I'm taking the Coinsmith. And yeah, I'm happy to kind of prioritize the Athreos right now. It's a good start to getting a lot of devotion. A 1-drop, a couple of double devotion type cards, things to kind of stall out the game till we get there. I'm stoked. I really hope this Coinsmith comes back around. I really do. I think that'd be just a wonderful signal. Another boar though, man. The red being passed. Could have had 2 Magma Sprays and 2 boars at this point, which is really quite nice. What does this guy do? And just you discard a card. Not too great. At 6, you only get a 5/3, and then I don't think the constellation really matters. I'm interested in this board, but I feel like I've kind of started committing to the Athreos plan. Because what do I do instead? I lose 2 good cards, and the Fortifier is a good card. Yeah, I'm going to take it. It's fun. Come on, let's play a god. Let's make the god happen. I'd be so bummed if the other Coinsmith doesn't come back. Would someone hate that? I forget what was in the pack. There's a lot of options in the pack. Skybind. No schmankyos. Alright. Alright. There's nothing here that I care about. I guess I'll take the Dryads. I mean, red was more open, so maybe I take like a Cyclops. No, that's 6 Hubris. These are actually really good cards. Cura's Dismissal is fine. It's to hand, but I mean, Hubris kind of does the same thing. I'm cutting the Hoplite. I'm scared of the red that's being passed. Maybe I just go deep on this red plan. Oppressive Rays could get there if nothing else. It slows down the early game, and then it still adds to Devotion for Athreos later, so I'm actually okay with that. Force and Colors. Worst strategy ever. But we actually have some really nice powerful cards, considering the Force, so it's not overly forced. We did see some good black pass to us. The white isn't really strongly passed, but that's just because it's a deep color. Oh no. Wasn't this the pack that I wanted my Coinsmith in? Someone took my Coinsmith. I'll take the Rotted Hulk. Might make the deck, hopefully not. Pensive Minotaur is fine. Riddle of Lightning, I'm not a fan of, though. I know some people are. These are fine green cards. Alright. We lost our second Coinsmith. I'm really bummed. Taking the Flurry of Horns. I don't think I want the font even to help with Devotion. I don't want to be that far on the plan. Also, and there's a lot of the white cards that were around. Yeah, man, that last pack where I just took the Rod Hulk, there were so many white-black cards, including the Underworld Coinsmith. So we're in everyone else's colors. That's not cool. How do I salvage this? What was most open? Another Flurry of Horns? I don't think having 2 of those Hoplites and 2 Flurry of Horns is a great alternative strategy. I think I do just take a card that is not great, but possibly playable. I don't know. I wish I knew what to do in this situation. It definitely seems like these colors are way overdrafted. So what do I abandon? Whatever my next big open is? I think I'm committed to black. Just with the Chosen, Petrifier, and Squelching Leeches, right? Blue wasn't open, really coming that much, but we did see some green and red. I really don't like this card. Sorcery speed and you have to sacrifice a creature? Yeah, not a fan. 4 of these cards are horrible and 1 is just kind of mediocre. I'll take it. I'm not happy for this draft. Not in the least. Oh well. We'll see, we'll see. So, blue I'll stay away from. But if I open a really powerful card like a Scourge of Skull of Veil, do I grab it? Archetype of Courage is kind of awesome for the Athreos Force. Card's quite nice, but the archetype is good in this deck. Alright, sticking to it. Oi. I don't feel good about this at all. Well, how many humans do I have? 1, 2. Kind of a start. 3. Actually, oh, this is not Cavalry Pegasus. This is Loyal Pegasus. I do not want Loyal Pegasus. Alright, Everflame Eidolon then. Maybe we're doing the red thing. Red-black. Could happen. Could just maybe happen. It's my next best option. Satyr Hoplite, Flurry of Horns. Alright. Here we go. Glimpse is quite nice. And of course there's no red now. Could take the Brawler if I was really thinking about going into red, but I kind of want to avoid it, especially with such a powerful white card. Come on. Salvage me a draft here. This is so bad. Look, if I hide all the cards I don't want to play. This is where I'm at. And it's not like this is Kuranos, the god, which can kind of win you games on its own. This guy's like fine, but he's not exactly overpowered. No! Why is red so open? Alright, so I made a mistake earlier. I definitely should have been there. I don't know if my thinking was entirely... Yeah, it's totally flooded by this. Alright. Definitely should have been in red. I still think it's too late to salvage it now, having taken the glimpse in the archetype. I still have dork reds, and the Theros pack is going to be so weak. I might get another like decent like pickup here or there, but... I mean, aside from what, the lightning, I don't think even taking this bolt is going to salvage what I have here. So we'll take the Nyxborn Eidolon over Drown in Sorrow. God. I'm so hating myself right now. Alright, I'm taking red. It's happening. What am I doing, though? I don't know. I don't know. I won't have enough playables to do like a Satyr Hoplite full-on heroic thing. Again, if I cut the bad black, I actually have better white. Oh, man. I'm just taking this. All right. The latest red switcheroo ever. Ugh. I need creatures, so I'll happily take this Oresco Sun Guide. Why is Tromokratus still here? I know it's a 7-drop, but that's a good card. You're out. So this would be a deck if it wasn't so late in the draft. What heroic triggers do we have? Not Oppressive Rays. I have 1, 2, 3. Alright. It's not like white's open either. It's just deep, so we might get some things. Thunderbrute's good, and we're going to need that power level. I'm not stoked to have a bunch of high stuff in red, but that's okay. I could take the Rollicker to make the Hoplite and Conscriptor better, but yeah, I think if we're gonna somehow get through this draft, we're gonna need just like actual brute power. So there you are. Another 4-drop's fine over Scouring Sands, I suppose. This could work if the third color I was considering playing actually had synergies with these two, but they don't. So that's not helping anyone anywhere. That doesn't matter. Let's take the Flood type Servant, the most playable. Do I want another Cyclops or a Great Heart? I don't think it entirely matters. I think Cyclops. Oh, should have taken the Great Heart. Would have had more versatility. Wow! I have all the Cyclops eyes. Eye Gouge is so good against me. I'm not playing all these. Don't you worry now. Hoplite's not great, but we might get enough heroic triggers to make it work, but we're not that aggressive. I guess if push comes to shove, at least I have playables. Like, having these 4 Cyclopses, definitely playable. I should have bit the bullet and taken that first bolt that I passed. That's like the #1 thing I'm worried about. Not only would it be great to have had that, of course, as a second bolt, but I'm also worried about someone else finally jumping into the color that everyone else should be in as well. Dragon Mantle's great, helps me cycle, and makes a Crone Conscriptor's good, and if I play the Hoplite, it makes it good. I mean, I do want 2-drops, but I actually have 3 2-drops, and we're not so aggressive that the Saturn's going to make it yet. But we might get one of these 2 back, which is nice to consider. Right, lightning strikes. Thank you. That's what we need. I would take a Divine Verdict or the Battle Priest on the table. I'd love the Titan Strength, but I don't see that happening. How are we on creatures? We have 11, but 3 of them we don't want to... 4 of them we don't want to play. I guess a lot we don't want to play. I still want more 2-drops. I think Titan Strength's so strong that I kind of need it. And I might even see more of this type of card come around. So I'll take it. But we're low on our creature count. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I already have 7 spells. I'm not counting the flurry because that's like a creature. So yeah, we need to prioritize creatures now. Unless it's like another lightning strike or something. Would love a bunch of hopeful Eidolons as creatures and as bestow dudes, but pretty sure the white isn't happening, and I doubt we're going to see any late Wingsteed Riders or Phalanx Leaders. What was I saying? Oh yeah, earlier about the bolt, that worried me quite a bit. I'm not too sure if those double magma sprays, I should have intentionally grabbed that early. I think it was fine kind of being... Nah, I got too excited by the Mythic. Classic mistake. God's Willing is great. I would rather have a creature here, but not the Scholar of Athreos, which does nothing in the deck. So having such a powerful combat trick is actually fine. But I'm still worried about only having, in a sense, 12 creatures, 4 of which I don't want to be playing. That's a third of them. But we might get there with the power level of some of our spells. Borderland Minotaur. Like the worst. I mean, I'm going to take it. It's like the worst creature that I'd be picking up. It's just the same casting cost, just different stats. I don't want the Portended Betrayal. I'll use my conscriptors for that, and again, I need creatures. Even if they're all mono 4-drops that cost 2 red. I'm like actually amused at how shitty this deck is. And we're gonna win with it, I decided. 2-drop, not Spark Jolt, though I wouldn't mind a Spark Jolt, even just to target my Cronin Conscriptor. But there's a bunch in this pack, I think, right? So not this pack, but in the Theros pack. So I might even get that back. Definitely want a 2-drop though. Well, they trade with stuff, right? I mean, that's 5 power, my friends. Could happen. It could happen. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 ways to trigger my Hoplite and my Conscriptor. Nope, 5. 5 even. 6! Oh my gosh. This might actually work out. Alright, I guess we're taking the Priest. It can do things in this format with destroying enchantments. Otherwise, I could just try to, like, hate the Pharika's Cure. But since I am genuinely worried about not having enough playables, I'm going to take the Priest. Could also take the Demolish, but that's, I mean, never going to come out of sideboard, so who cares. I just want one gift. One little gift here. Like a late Lightning Strike. I'm pretty sure what we're seeing with this not a lot of red open. I mean, I got a Lightning Strike pass, but that was early on. Was probably that second Bolt of Keranos. Can only imagine. Someone a little bit more on the uptake for me was like, you know what, I'm going to jump into this now. Obviously no one's in it. They saw the same things pass, like those Magma Sprays and those late Blade Tusk Spores. So they probably just jumped on that ship a little sooner than myself. Hey, a card. It's a 3-drop. I will actually play it. This archetype's starting to look a little awkward with its mana, but oh well. We'll go heavy red, and maybe this will do something at some point. Definitely don't want the Borderland Minotaur, and I don't need a Wild Celebrants. We'll take the 3-drop. Hopefully some of those 2s are going to wheel. Maybe upgrade the Setessan Battle Priest into something, and maybe upgrade the 1s if we get enough 2-drops. But we should get one of those 2-1s back, right? Lean Snarecaster or the... I know where that Satyr is, right? It's the Trample guy, 2-1 Trample. Yep, Satyr Rambler. I definitely want it over the Crusader. I mean, I have ways to make 1/1s, but with my heroic things, but they're not exactly awesome. So that's fine. Wild Celebrants or another Setessan Battle Priest. That's actually interesting. 1, 2. I think I'll take the Wild Celebrants for the board. I'm not going to run a second Setessan Battle Priest. Right now, we're looking... Oh, that's good. Pharaoh's Warren is actually a fine sideboard card. I might even replace it from one of these dudes. Hello, Sentry. You would have gone so nicely into my other deck. Goodbye, Return Phalanx. Goodbye, Flesh Mad Steed. What, now there's a bunch of black? Don't know if I'm playing these ones. Definitely playing all the 2s and 3s I have listed here. Definitely cutting 1, if not 2, of the Cyclops of One-Eyed Pie. Pasai. Cool. And I'll get a dark card and pause the video for a moment while we build that. Okay, so here's the initial build down. We're at 24 right now on the deck. You know, so we only have these guys on our sideboard options. That's how close we were to actually getting playables. Barely. Our spells are actually fairly decent. Titan Strength Dragon, Gods, Press of Razor Fine, Lightning Bolt. You know, these are actually spells you'd want in this in these colors. The issue is, look at our wonky set of creatures. Flare Horns are up here with creatures, by the way. Something to note for our creature count, even though it's a sorcery. But of course that makes sense. I would presume it makes dudes. I think our options here is cutting another one of our stupid 4s, cutting Setessan Battle Priest, or cutting some of the 1-drops. I'd want to cut the Archetype out of mana considerations, but it's actually one of our very good creatures and one of the few. I feel like I want to get rid of one of these ones. I don't think we're really that fast to make it worthwhile. So I think we're going to cut the Priest. Hoplite, we might be able to get some wins from. You know, get an early Dragon Mantle or Fearsome Temper on it. It's not great. We actually want most of our heroic triggers to go on a Crone Conscriptor. But, I mean, I'm not going to cut anything else. I mean, I would love not to play it or the Battle Priest or R4s, but I don't have that luxury. So I think it'll have the most upside. Yes, there's enough things in this format that enchantments... Actually, you know what? There's so many enchantments. Maybe this is just better. How often is the Hoplite going to get big? You know what? Actually, I'm just going to ask myself. These 2 1-drops, I think, are going to be more relevant than Setessan Battle Priest. Could get rid of these guys, but I think they're going to have to, like, we're just going to get lucky and have them trade with big stuff or be able to pound through for some damage with something. With, like, you know, a removal or, I don't know, something. Yeah, I think I like these 1-drops quite a bit, actually, compared to the Setessan Battle Priest, I should say. Yep, just convinced myself. That's what's happening. 5 and 12? No, thank you. At least 10-7, if not more. We do have this double white here. And because of the double white, am I cool with that? I mean, we have so many double red, though. And yeah, no, 10-7 is the way to rock. What am I just doing? Whoa, 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 whoa. That is what I want. Thank you. See you in round 1.